As a young angel, Batista consoles Harry Morgan about Spencer in Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 finale. He sadly foreshadows one of his own biggest failures and realizations in the main series. Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 confirms that Dexter Morgan wasn't the first Miami Metro employee who was secretly a killer, with Captain Aaron Spencer being revealed as Jimmy Powell's murderer and Nikki's kidnapper. Given how Jimmy's killer was right under their noses the entire time, Miami Metro's employees have to contend with the harsh reality that they were blinded by their biases toward their own. Harry struggles to come to terms with this realization, as he had been friends with Spencer for decades and believed he was a good man and cop. He even tried to deny the idea that Spencer was a child killer to Dexter, but finally owned up to his mistake after Nikki's rescue in Original Sin Season 1's ending. At one point, Harry asks Batista why he couldn't see the truth about Spencer, with Batista responding that his judgment was clouded by their long history together, a sentiment that eventually applies to himself and Dexter in the main series. Batista's history and friendship with Dexter kept him from suspecting Dex as the Bay Harbor Butcher. Batista would repeat Harry's mistake with Spencer. Det Angel Batista, James Martinez, sharing the advances in the investigation in Dexter, Original Sin Season 1 EP 6. Image via Paramount+. As was the case with Harry and Spencer, Batista wasn't able to see that Dexter was a killer for the decades that they were friends and colleagues because of their deep shared history. Batista had always known Dexter to be a friendly albeit strange guy, and never would have suspected him to be capable of being a killer like the Bay Harbor Butcher, even when Lagerta had her suspicions. Additionally, Batista tells Harry that part of the reason he couldn't see it is that Spencer was a really good liar, a trait that Dexter Morgan also shares. Batista's judgment was so clouded by their history that he wouldn't discover Dexter was truly the Bay Harbor Butcher until Dexter, New Blood's ending, approximately 30 years after his conversation with Harry in Original Sin Season 1 finale. Batista never wanted to believe that Dexter being a secret killer could be true, not just because it meant Dexter betrayed him, but also because it meant admitting his judgment and objectivity were flawed. If Batista had ignored their history, he might have apprehended the Real Bay Harbor Butcher much sooner. Batista will finally be able to get his revenge against Dexter in Resurrection. Batista will likely be hunting down Dexter after realizing he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. While Batista wasn't able to bring the real Bay Harbor Butcher to justice before Dexter's original series ending, he'll have another opportunity in the next spin-off after Dexter, Original Sin. It's already been confirmed that David Zayas is returning as Angel Batista in Dexter, Resurrection, suggesting he'll be working to track down Dexter and finally charge him for his multitude of crimes after New Blood. More importantly, Batista bringing him to justice will be the revenge he seeks for Maria Lagerta's death, who was killed after threatening to expose Dexter's secrets.